We're going now.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the Tables, Ladders, and Chatter podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Tommy Guns. We also got the Grandmaster, Sexy Zero, right to the right of me. And below, we got LL Cool Smooth himself, the Pony Boy. How are you boys doing? Welcome to the TLC podcast. First one of the year. Can you believe it? We're in 2024. I'm 33, slowly dying. No,
it is crazy that we're actually getting into the 2024, and there's a lot of things on the horizon. We know Tommy's counting down the days till April.
Yeah. Oh man, am I ever? I've been telling everybody. Everybody's all excited. I'm getting people on the stream right now just so we can get a prelude. You know what I mean? Was prelude ending or is that beginning?
The prelude is the beginning, an epilogue is an ending.
I wrote this big fancy speech just on Messenger and used those words, and I don't even know what half of them mean. Welcome to the Tables, Ladders, and Chatter podcast, by the way.
So let's get into this. It has been a hot minute since a solid Fatal 4-Way match.
See, and that's the one thing, in regards to how watching that match on SmackDown the other night, it could have gone any which direction. All three of them deserve to be in it. They all have their reasonings for the bloodline and everything. But the way Nick Aldis went about making it a Fatal 4-Way, I thought was great.
I think,
and for those who didn't see it, essentially, I'll spoil it right now. Bloodline came out, beat the hell out of Styles, Orton, and LA Knight, and they just pummeled the hell out of all three of them. Well, Nick Aldis was at ringside the whole match. He had seen enough at the end, and he walks up to Heyman, touches him, and Heyman says, "Don't you touch me." Aldis taps him on the shoulder again, and then says, "When Reigns is done celebrating, let him know he just earned himself a Fatal 4-Way with all these men."
Oh.
I mean, and then just walks away. Reigns is still celebrating. He is still celebrating, going off in the ring, everything that. But the thing about it is, Paul Heyman had the look on his face of, "Oh."
But you guys forget, in the Fatal 4-Way match, the champion doesn't have to lose, and there's no disqualification.
Champion doesn't have to be pinned.
I mean, you could.
Holy crap!
Champion doesn't have to.
I'm reading the comments on my phone. You can hear both of them. It was tripping me out.
I heard a massive echo of my voice.
Yeah.
Hey, look to the right of your screen. You should see
it. Nothing's coming up. It says all, and then it says post a comment. Somebody commented. Wait, let me see here.
No one's commented, dude.
It said on my phone someone did.
As I think it was just saying. Anyways,
howdy.
I've had a lot of people ask me, "Is this where the Rock steps?" No, we're
on the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, we're on the. But let me understand. Let me get to this. Doing the Fatal 4-Way match was probably the smartest thing they could do to let the future feud of Roman and Rock actually develop naturally. Yes, and Zero asked me this the other day. I think Roman's gonna win, but you're gonna see Roman actually perform. You also have to consider you have Uso, you have Solo, and things like that. I personally still think it's going to be Cody and Roman at night 2 of Mania. It's going to be Punk and Rollins. And then you're going to be able to have that massive draft trade after Mania.
You know what I really want with that? I agree with everything you say. But I want The Rock and Roman to be a year build, just like Cena and The Rock. The first time go around, no touching, all bars. He doesn't need the title right now. Cody,
it's funny you say that.
I mean,
because it's I love the fact that you said that, because that brings me into my another point. If you're gonna have Cody and Roman at Mania, right?
You got to. You're
gonna have you're gonna have Solo and Jimmy in Roman's corner, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna kind of be like Roman secretly in Cody's corner? You're not gonna say so, kind of like when
mean The Rock?
Right, thank you. when Cena and Miz wrestled at Mania for the first time and Rock was hosting, The Rock came out smack rock bottom rock bottom Cena, and that's where that build came up.
And that's what I want. I want him to come out and be like, "Oh, I'm celebrating, like I'm passing the torch," and then maybe have Rock be a somewhat gray shades of heel along with Roman. You know what I'm saying?
You can't have two heels going in that feud. You got to remember
it's
that.
not like a heel. He like, as is like, I don't know how to describe it.
You basically want The Rock to be like an anti-hero throughout the whole thing, where it's he's not here to be the good guy. He's here for one thing and one thing alone, and that's it.
And that's how you can naturally put Roman as a face, because we have heard rumblings that they want to make Roman a face somehow again.
I think
you got to keep Roman the way he is.
No,
you got to keep Rock face away. Too, until but Rock's going to go away.
And that's the thing. You can have Roman come back as a baby face. But you want to know what? You're going to have to, and this is just thinking long term, you're going to have another Heyman guy.
Karrion Kross.
No, you know what? No.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that.
I do want to talk about that because.
But since we're on the Rumble, there has been leaks.
Ooh, we're going down the Highway 316 and turning off to the road of WrestleMania here soon. So much, yeah! I'm so excited.
Your biceps are looking very flexing.
I'm like, I was trying to emphasize them just because I wanted to show the power that is flowing through me, which is called WrestleMania. WrestleMania! It's going to be awesome. You guys are going to be here.
We're going to hear this every time, till.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, but besides that, like, this is the most exciting time of the year. Everything gets cold and miserable, but we have this beacon of light, and it's called the Royal Rumble.
So let's get into this. I want to get it because the Royal Rumble is this weekend.
Yeah.
Now going on,
Cody.
When is it?
It's not till the 27th.
Oh, then I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. We got 2 weeks. With supposed leaks coming out already. Punk's gonna win it. Cody's gonna be the runner-up. You have a couple surprise entrances coming in. They didn't really list it. Your pick to win the men's rumble.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I think it's gonna if you're gonna pull off what they want to pull off, either if it's with Punk or Cody, one of them's gonna have to win. Now, who has when I say that, like, who has more of a longevity in their career? Because let's face it, Cody's probably got a little bit more gas in the tank. Punk, however, so I honestly think they're gonna give it to Punk. That may have been one of his stipulations coming back.
What do you think they're gonna do it on Sunday or Saturday? Because CM Punk, this is what I like. Everyone's like, oh, they'll do it on Saturday. No, CM Punk wants the main event. Yes, they have one on Saturday, right? But we all know the spicy meatball, the big enchilada, the everything is always on Sunday. It is the main event.
I think it's changed. I think the
dynamic,
but it's the dynamic of it.
But he likes to complain about stuff like that. He's a purist.
Okay, but here's the thing though. If you have it doesn't in my opinion, either it's if you're going out and if not Trump, sorry.
Wow.
Whoa.
We're talking about Mania.
Controversial.
No. But if we're talking about Punk, he's the type of guy that's gonna go out and make that match absolutely untouchable. So if I was Punk, I would definitely want to go out Saturday. Why? You're gonna close down night one of Mania. You have then set the bar.
There's only one bar.
High that Roman and Cody have to top that. You have to. That was like that was like last year. You look at last year's two closing matches. You had Sami and Owens versus the Bloodline, and then you had Cody and Roman.
But would it be like, you want to raise the bar, but would it be lackluster? Would it blow the like? Will people expect way too much?
No, you
Because we know
no
how that
matter
goes
what
in
you
wrestling,
do,
though. We wanted to see Shishke and AJ forever. Remember when Shishke
okay,
won?
if,
And it sucked. And it really blew the winds out of this. Like, it was, I don't want that.
yes.
Like, I'm not
But
saying
here's the
both
thing,
matches
though.
wouldn't be terrible, but
If you're gonna do this, you have built these matches up whether you realize it or not. You have this finish the storyline from a year's past build
hate
up
it.
to this. There's a lot riding on it, no matter which way you flip that coin. Then you go to Punk and Rollins. You have this built up to like this big I hate you, go fuck yourself, fuck you, Phil Brooks, yada yada yada. Phil Brooks, you're a cancer. Everything that they've crossed paths with now. These matches are so on par with each other. They're gonna be one giant counterbalance. And I don't really know if it matters if one match is more important to close out the other.
See,
What it's going to come down to
yes.
in regards to which closeout and everything, and how, Pony just said or whatever, the whole, one match more important than the other. You got to remember, after WrestleMania, it's basically the start of the new year for them. So
You know what else is the start of a
whichever
new
way,
year?
whichever way you go with them, you got to make sure that the writing coming out next year is just as,
And that's
phenomenal.
that's the thing. You're gonna, and that's why I think doing the draft after Mania or even Backlash for that, because they have been stepping up with their Backlash pay-per-views. I think that it'll be a better situation. Tommy, what were you saying about starting off the year right?
Well, if you want to start off the year right and spicy, make sure you go over to enderhotsauce.com. Make your choice of what you want this year, of what you want to feel, what spices you want there. Go over to enderhotsauce.com. Use the 15% code off your purchase with our promo below. Sorry, I'm reading something at the same time, and I just wanted to remind you guys in the PWI top 500, Omos is 174.
I wasn't sure why you sent that the other day. I mean, it looked like you were calling out like Tyler Bates, which he had his debut SmackDown match with.
Speaking of
He's higher than Corbin. Baron Corbin.
Corbin's a flash in the pan. They dropped the ball with him. He needs to go back to something. Speaking of spicy, and I know this is kind of stressed. I don't want to get too caught up into this. The whole Chris Jericho thing.
I'll say you've been tracking that, so go right ahead.
I really haven't found anything else on it. Basically, is it Kelsey Ray or somebody? Has basically accused Chris Jericho of being inappropriate. First off, it's Chris Jericho. It's the GOAT.
Does that give him an excuse though? Just because
I'm not saying, but here's the thing. Though.
Here's the thing though.
It's like they're comparing it to Weinstein.
But we don't know
exactly. And isn't it kind of funny? I think I like to applaud Chris Jericho and Cat Williams on starting this year off right, because they have spoken. They are pulling in our truth and letting that, whether it be Chris Jericho doing the non-disclosure bullshit in his contract. Like,
I will be a William Regal about this and not.
What do you mean? What do you mean by the non-disclosure?
Went a couple of weeks prior, Chris Jericho was talking about like CM Punk, this and that, and supposedly he was supposed to have a non-disclosure. He wasn't allowed to talk about it, what happened in that backroom brawl. But Chris Jericho said, "Fuck that! I don't have to have that in my contract, and I'm going to speak about it." Basically, stating that CM Punk is extremely cancerous to any locker room he is in, which we all know this.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
in regards to the whole Chris Jericho, the accusations against him and everything like that, my thoughts are this. From what I've seen, there's no evidence to support it.
No.
I'm not saying that it probably hasn't happened, but at the same point, I'm sorry, but the thing about it is Chris Jericho's been in the wrestling industry for the better part of what 30 years now. He's been a musician for the better part of what 20.
So
if there was actually something, I'm pretty sure it would have come out way before now.
Yeah.
But at the same point, with unfortunately how today's society is and everything like that, you never
that's
know.
what the whole speak out movement's about. It's about how women and even men were terrified to talk about things that have happened to them on persecution of ridicule, and we don't like that. The whole thing is there's the truth, and then there's everything in between, and I will pull a William Regal and say that he's a great wrestler. I respect Chris Jericho for his career. I don't know him personally, and I can't say either way, maybe there's some truth to it. Where there's smoke, there's fire. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure more developments will come out. I will say, comparing this to Harvey Weinstein, though, that's a little
rough.
That's a little much, because for those that don't know about Harvey Weinstein in Hollywood, that man had a racketeering of sexual assault amongst other things.
There's a special place in hell for that man. Anyways,
right next to Epstein.
Hey.
So back to the Rumble.
Speaking of which, timeout. I want to ask, because I haven't really looked at the list yet. Were there any wrestlers on Epstein's client list?
Shockingly, I did not see Vince McMahon's name with his.
Damn.
I mean,
that's what I was waiting for.
I'm truly shocked that genetic jackhammer was not on that island.
To bring up another list really quick, guess who's below Omos on the top PWI 500 list?
Who?
Matt Hardy.
Okay.
You want a bonus one? Butch.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Matt
Omos
Hardy.
is going to be number 1 next year.
Here's the thing about Matt Hardy and even Jeff Hardy. For those that haven't been tracking them in AEW or their tag team run, they just got their first win after going 2 or 3 months without it.
Jeff said Jeff was quoted saying he feels like a ghost in AEW right now.
Well, it's not just based on win and losses. It shows Omos has charisma.
Well, here's the thing about
He's getting over.
You look. Well, the thing about it is you look at it. Matt and Jeff Hardy, they've been doing the same thing. Over the top rope in about 3 weeks. Anyway, you look at the Matt and Jeff thing. I mean, and you look at a lot of the people listed on that list. For example, Tyler Bates being as high as he is. Again, congratulations on a first SmackDown debut. His win in a tag match where he partnered with Butch. Again, it's Pretty Deadly, which I still don't understand the point of.
Yeah, I
Pretty Deadly reminds me of Alex Wright and Disco Inferno and Fandango.
Oh, this will ruin something. Tommaso Ciampa's 242.
I don't agree with that.
He hasn't wrestled.
Neither
Dragon
has
Lee's 253.
Don't agree with that. They'll be
Timothy
higher on
Thatcher, 265. Sorry.
Who's Timothy Thatcher?
He wrestles for NXT.
Is he related to Margaret Thatcher?
Most likely in WWE canon, yes. I'll just put that out there. Yes.
Now, did anyone hear the rumor going around that apparently there's supposed to be a deal with TNA and WWE?
Yeah, I heard that. No, I heard that TNA was supposedly in talks with the company that bought WWE.
What, Endeavor?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be interesting.
Money. That's what it's coming down to. AEW is not making any money.
You mean TNA?
No, Impact is on something else. They're going back to TNA. I forgot about that. No, they're not on. What's that?
It's always been TNA Impact.
But they went by Impact for a while there. Yeah. It wasn't that long ago, but they were actually Impact longer than they were TNA, which is the funny part. But people remember them as TNA.
Didn't they there was that bullshit company, Global Force?
Yeah, Global Force Impact. They had it as.
Yeah, and they had the stupid Blue Owl Championship. It was just all.
We never talk about Impact.
Yeah, there's a reason for it. It's like.
They're doing all right now.
The only reason I don't talk about it is because I never catch it on TV.
Yeah,
it's kind of like New Japan Wrestling. For those that don't know, I believe New Japan Wrestling is on Axis or whatever. And it's on like Wednesday nights and Saturday, but I just never catch it.
Fightful TV too, I think.
Yeah, I just never catch it.
No.
I'm waiting to see if Bleacher Report does this deal with HBO Max.
Oh.
Because if they do, it's going to be very similar to Peacock and the WWE Network, because Bleacher Report is who carries the AEW pay-per-views.
So the thing is AEW going to be on there in a year from now? WWE might be on HBO Max. Imagine the shit we could get, like documentaries, behind the scenes, because HBO is going to be all about that. Ooh.
They're already all about it after the success of the Iron Claw movie.
Did you guys see it yet?
No,
not yet.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, it's all right. I think because I'm a wrestling purist, like I can see why people are like, this is Oscar worthy. But to me, it was just like, remember the documentary WWE put out?
Which one?
The one that was on like Netflix there for a while. It was just a straight documentary. It was about the Texas, whatever, the arena they fought in, and the Von Erichs were the main focus of it.
The
sports arena.
Yes.
Yeah. And so they talk about that, but then they go into the Von Erich story pretty hardcore. I thought that documentary was better, to be honest with you.
Well,
I'm not saying that Zac Efron gives the acting of his life. I'm not going to lie. He plays Karen.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, and it's really like, that's amazing. But because I'm a purist, it felt like they rushed through a lot of the storyline. They're just like, oh my God, he was in WWE and he lost his leg. And then we're going to move. Like, I didn't care they died in the movie. As horrible as that sounds.
Well,
like
Chavo,
they didn't build it.
Chavo was in charge of.
No, the wrestling was good.
And that's the thing. Chavo I watched an interview and Chavo said, every move you see, every bump you see, they take. It's no acting. It's no body doubles. But see, with the success of that one, now they're wanting to do like the Road Warriors. They want to dive into Owen Hart.
Yes,
but the first one they want to do, and I've been reading about it, which I'd be very interested, is Eddie Guerrero.
No,
do you think they'll ever do a Chris Benoit one?
See, that's the thing.
Here's all right. So I'm gonna stop both of you on this before we go on the whole tangent, because it's gonna happen. In regards to them doing one on the Guerrero family, I think it's just a cash in for Chavo. And Chavo is completely, I'm sorry, he's one of those people that has always had a chip on his shoulder because he was not as successful as Eddie.
You want to know what?
And then when you go even further in regards to like the whole Chris Benoit thing, the problem with Chris Benoit and them doing the problem with Chris Benoit and them doing a documentary style movie like that, it would be like doing a documentary style based on Kurt Cobain. Did Courtney Love do it? Did Courtney Love have somebody do it? Did Kurt?
I don't think she did it, but that's besides the point.
Did Kurt actually kill himself? When it comes to the Chris Benoit thing, there are too many inconsistencies in the details that leave room for speculation. So the problem is, if you do it the wrong way, you have a potential lawsuit on your hand. Because
I think you have a lawsuit on your hand either way.
Right. So Chris Benoit is probably one they won't touch.
Wait till 100 years when he's in the public domain. Just like Mickey Mouse.
No, do not get started on the Mickey Mouse thing. I read a whole article on it.
Anyways,
those Disney lawyers
with a dong now.
No, those Disney lawyers, they're gearing up and ready to go, because you got to remember, it's not Mickey Mouse. It is
get him while you can.
It is the Steamboat Willie Mickey.
I'm poking Zero right now. So Zero, maybe next Sunday we can go see Iron Claw, since Tommy Guns has already seen it, because I want to see it. So let's get back with the Rumble. So now,
let's invite Dad to it.
Yeah,
you should just have me there as a computer screen.
What else is new?
Yeah, we'll put you. We'll put you. Next Sunday, guys. Next Sunday, guys, we're gonna stream the whole Iron Claw from the movie theater.
Yeah.
Shit.
That'll be our Sunday shenanigans.
That'd be great.
But no, I've heard some talk about the women's Rumble too.
That one's more of a mystery to me.
Supposedly AJ Lee is going to come back.
Hey, we called that when CM Punk made his return. We we made that he was,
Time
that she
out,
was probably gonna
Zero.
come back.
Guns, what was that noise you just made?
Whoopity dee.
Dude, like you are yucking your own yum on that one.
I like AJ Lee, but
I
I think
don't.
it's just a cash grab since Punk's back. They're like, look at this. Wasn't she supposed to have a child or something? That was the whole point of her retiring.
Yeah, but
Fiddly do, fiddly dee. I'm
Fiddly
coming.
no
for your
kids for
knees.
AJ Lee. No,
What the fuck was that?
Supposedly, Bailey's supposed to win the women's rumble.
That's what I keep thinking too. To go against Io Shirai and break up Damage Control.
No,
But is that storyline over enough for us to care?
I would rather see Bailey beat Rhea.
Yeah, I would too. Like, and I like Rhea, but I like that being like different. You know what I mean? That would be out of nowhere.
On SmackDown, Bailey did say her grand plan is to win the Rumble and go take the title from Rhea.
I'd like.
See,
that
here's
match.
the thing.
I
Here's
think
the
it'd be
thing.
good.
You have had Rhea, and you want to know what?
Mommy.
Your shirt came in, by the way.
Yeah, Mommy's always on top.
Cody, I don't know why you didn't put the mailing address as his address. That way it got delivered to him.
I'm gonna wear the shit out of that WrestleMania weekend. You have no idea. I'm so excited.
My $8 shirt came in too.
Can't tell somebody the price. Ricketh Boogs.
The Boogs.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
No, you're a homophobe.
Well, how is that? Huh? It's almost homophobic to say.
It's only if you make it homophobic.
Anyways.
No, I mean, like, I think Rhea's kind of run her course. I think she needs to take a break. Like, honestly.
No.
Well, when are her and Mr. Matthews supposed to be getting married?
Never. Absolutely never. That's a lie.
Yeah, no. You're not marrying that clown.
Hey, do you think we're gonna get in trouble because I keep showing this logo everywhere?
You might get Brock Lesnar where we get a deal. And come out like shirtless with some shorts on and with Jimmy John's on them. Welcome to the TLC podcast.
No, I would be okay with Bailey one. I'd also now supposedly rumor that they want to bring Mandy Rose back.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'd like that.
Well, you know what? I
bet you would, Tommy.
Listen,
yeah,
she's hot. Like she's absolutely hot. But here's the thing: I think she's actually like an ugly person.
Yeah, probably.
Just like how I don't know, just something about how she posts and she acts and like, I'm sorry, I don't need to pay $10 to see your roast beef sandwich when everybody has already seen it, which is why you got fired in the first place. Okay, I'm good with that.
What if you're being discriminatory because you're okay with that with China?
I've seen. I'm not going to pay $10 to see China's.
You got that off plate. Well, yeah, but Kofi Kingston's 294. He's below Omos.
Fuck Omos.
This is great. But I don't think Mandy Rose will come back because she's even gone on on record, like saying that she's making more money doing what she's doing right now, and she's just happy with it. Make it rain. Chad Gable is 329. I don't agree with that.
What'd you do there? It's different. Kevin Owens, Logan Paul.
While you guys are talking, I'm just doing stuff. Don't mind me.
Producing stuff.
Kevin Owens and Logan Paul. What are we thinking?
It's gonna be Logan.
Bullshit.
He's gonna go against LA Knight at WrestleMania night 1, and LA Knight's gonna win the title to make up for the Roman thing and a whole bunch of other shit with him not getting over.
I think it would be a better match with Kevin
Owens
at WrestleMania.
Yes.
I like it for Rumble. What is LA Knight gonna do?
But listen, LA Knight's in the Fatal 4-Way.
He's not gonna win.
No. But then you have Kevin Owens and Logan Paul for the United States title at the Rumble. So let's think about this statistically and logically. You have the Rumble, which is kickoff of Mania. Then
The
you
road
have
to WrestleMania, baby.
yeah, I know. And then you have the Elimination Chamber in Australia in February. So,
Mhm.
and then what do you have in March? Bash in Berlin.
Is
That's
that what it
gonna be
is?
sweet.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
So you have 3 months to let the Logan Paul, or no, I'm sorry, I misspoke. To have Kevin Owens and LA Knight feud, even if you have like, okay,
That's like
Logan
face versus face, though.
See,
Mm.
this is where I think Logan Paul.
or does
This is where
LA
Logan
Knight
Paul.
turn heel when he
No, you can't do that to him right
yes, you
now.
can.
Logan, I got
I hate
talking
that.
about. I think Logan Paul is going to retain the title over Owens
Oh, dude.
because just how much of a draw he is. You're going to Australia. You're going to Berlin.
They need him.
Yeah.
Supposedly Gunter can't leave the United States for another year, and if they
Why?
keep that IC title, something to do with his visa.
Oh,
I can't
wow.
remember. Like, yeah,
His
it's weird. He's not
visa.
going to be at Bash in Berlin. Is that weird?
That's horrible.
Yeah.
that
So
is
either they're
kinda
going to
messed
take the
up.
title off of him, or they need somebody like Logan Paul to kind of cover that up. You know what I mean?
I mean, like you have enough talent to cover in Berlin if you do it properly.
And I think they could keep the title on Gunter. Like, they should make him more of a fighting champion leading up to that point. Like, have a couple matches on SmackDown.
I'm
Well,
sure WWE will try to do whatever they can to get Gunther at Bash in Berlin. To be honest with you,
I mean, there are ways to do it. I mean, if you look at Jimmy and Jay, they've been at Canadian shows every
But there was
so
also
often.
one time Jay couldn't come over. There was
Right.
that one time.
yep.
Well, that's the thing.
And they're
You can-
taking shit seriously right now with everything going on in the world. We won't get into that because we can go hours with that.
Yes,
But with everything going on in the world, I'm not saying Gunter ain't trustworthy or anything like that, but
No.
security's going to be up. They're going to visas are going to be hard to break and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't see him being there, which is a damn shame.
it
It's
is.
a damn shame.
I
But-
mean, like I said, like my thought process is, you have him start either have him drop the title
Here's
or
my
make him
question.
start looking more vulnerable. I still think he should drop the title to Bronson Reed in the Elimination Chamber because Bronson Reed,
Elimination Chambers in France.
No.
Elimination Chambers in Australia.
But
Exactly.
Gunther can't leave.
No, oh yeah, fuck.
Are we frozen?
No.
You are.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, you're frozen, Tommy.
That's a weird face, Tom.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
I
we can
absolutely
hear you.
hear. For those actually gonna watch the video, Tommy's frozen. It kind of looks like he's pooping and or stubbed his toe, but we can
I'm
still hear him.
completely frozen. Weird.
We can
Anyway,
still hear you, big guy.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I look like I'm pooping. I hate that.
my question is this, all right? Does anyone know why Gunther was taking time away?
Because he needed it. You can only go so hard for so long, and I think that
That's what she said.
Hey.
not if you're on Hit Blue Chew.
Okay, I'm reloading or something right now.
That should be one of our sponsors, Blue Chew, because we like to go long and hard all the time. Anyways.
Oh my God, no. I don't want to have Blue Chew. Everyone has it. That's my only bunk with it.
So no yuck in that yum. Gotcha.
Should I try and get sponsored by Jaeger at this point?
Yeah. No, Malort.
Well, no, I tried getting sponsored by Malort. It never worked.
I mean, if you want to
Never
try to get
worked.
sponsored by Jaeger, I mean, fine, whatever.
It was.
I could be a Jaeger boy.
But no, I think like Gunther needed a break. You know, you look at he's a big dude,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, you can only go for so long before either one. I think as the wrestlers go so long, they kind of lose the that gets lackluster from. And I'm not gonna say it for everybody, but you're doing the same thing in and out. Take a little break and come back. But I do think that he's going to drop the title soon. I don't, and after Tommy said that he's having trouble with his visa, that means that the supposed rumor that it was going to be title for title in Berlin is not going to happen now.
Am I still frozen?
You are
Yep.
frozen.
God, I hate this.
Is
I don't know
how
why. The audio is
Oh.
still good,
Yeah.
and I agree. Like that, they need to have like they. I think they're gonna just have a major like championship match with Roman, and maybe Logan Paul won't show up for one of those because he does have a later schedule than Roman. And
I think
and maybe not the Elimination Chamber's not in France, right?
I don't know. Elimination. I don't think Roman will be at the Elimination Chamber. So he's going to be at the Rumble. He won't be at the Elimination Chamber. He may not be at Bash in Berlin, which whatever. And then you roll into April for Mania. So do I think it would be smart for Roman to kind of show up a little bit more and kind of get the ring rust off of him so we can actually have a decent match? And that's another thing. We go back to what we were talking at the top of the hour. What's going to be the deciding factor of this match, of the outcome of this Fatal 4? Is Roman even going to be ring ready for the Fatal 4? Because
that's why they're having a Fatal 4-Way, though. Think about it, because of the simple reason.
I know what that is true.
Yeah, just because he has ring rust, he's going to get tired. They're probably just going to beat him up at the beginning of the match and just go with like, oh, he's injured. Then he'll come back at the end. They do that with Brock Lesnar a lot. They did that with Kane a lot,
Yeah.
So I think that is the reason why they're having the Fatal 4-Way, because they know that.
Yeah.
Right.
And he might be injured. They want to keep him, we see this all the time on the road to WrestleMania. I wouldn't even doubt that Cody Rhodes is going to wrestle less, because 90% of the time you don't see the champions are fighting that much. That's why they got things like Elimination Chamber. That's why they got things with the Royal Rumble. So if they don't want him to fight, they can get away with that. And I think you're going to see that more so because they don't want to risk injury right now.
Well, that's even like when you look at Cody Rhodes and bringing that up. He's finally going against Shinsuke on Monday, I think. Which I don't know why they're not saving. Well, obviously I know why they're not saving it for the Rumble, but you could tell this is mainly just a filler match.
I think it's a filler feud, to be honest with you, because there's really no purpose for it. It's new and exciting and yay.
There is a reasoning for this feud, and honestly, I like the way they went with it, because you got to remember when Shinsuke and Asuka both came to WWE, they were the hottest thing there.
They could not speak a lick of English.
They both won their Royal Rumbles. Yeah. They both lost at WrestleMania.
But see, here's the thing.
That was kind of fucked up. That both of them ended up losing.
I mean, I heard a lot of it could have connected to like the fact that their English wasn't good or this or that. But at the end of the day, the problem with Shinsuke, and I'm just going to speak on me. My problem with Shinsuke is I'm so used to his stuff from New Japan, to see him do what he's doing now since he's been in WWE. It just doesn't do it for me. That's like Mr. Gunn said, you go back to when Shinsuke and Styles met at Mania, everybody was expecting this phenomenal match like they had in New Japan, and it didn't even scratch the surface, man. Like, honestly, if you listen to this podcast...
I honestly feel it's because in WWE, they prevent them from doing... I mean, hell, go to AEW, you could still see people doing pile drivers.
And I mean,
go to New Japan, it's like Canadian destroyers into pile drivers.
Dude, I love Canadian.
Right?
Like,
everyone loves a Canadian destroyer. It's like the moonsault.
That is like, if you don't know... Hey, Zero, can you pull up a Canadian destroyer? Actually, pull up the Bunny Destroyer, because Bad Bunny did it, and that is one of the coolest things we did get to see last year. Is Bad Bunny pull up that move?
When he pulled off the move, it was.
But I think when you have it going back to the Fatal 4, which it's kind of cool that this whole episode is kind of based on that, because like I said, we haven't seen it. You have, in my eyes, they don't trust Roman's going to be ring ready. They don't. Because now you have three of your top talent.
Do you want the one from WrestleMania 37, or do you want the one he did on Priest?
Do the one from Priest.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Yeah. But I hate to say this, but part of me feels like WWE doesn't trust that Roman's going to be ring ready. Now you have to have so much filler in that match from Orton, Styles, and Knight to make it worth watching. But we all know the outcome. Roman's going to win.
Well, yeah. And like they just need to carry it to WrestleMania. But is he going to lose at WrestleMania?
I think he will. I think that what's best for business is now becoming what's best for Roman. And Roman needs to step away. I think if Roman steps away, then you can have The Rock come in, cut his little promos, this and that, yada, yada, yada. And then when Roman comes back, you can kind of see how the crowd is with The Rock, whether he's a heel, whether he's a baby face, whatever have you. Do I think Rock's promo in San Diego when he said he's gonna go get a bite to eat, sit at a booth, sit at a bar, I thought that was one of his best. And the best thing about it was he didn't even have to look at his hand to find the line.
Well, that was unnatural, Rock. They pretty much just let him loose on that one. But do you think it's just him talking, or do you think it's actually going to lead up to something? Because Rock still has a busy movie schedule through all this.
Well, I know what? I think
next year. I think next year. I really do.
I don't think, and Tommy, I like what you said at the beginning of this episode, that they're going to have it to be that year to make it kind of like with Cena and Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's really what it started. Like Rock cost Cena the world title. They feuded for a whole year. Some of the best promos. Awesome.
What if The Rock cost Roman the title?
But see, that was my next.
What if he's just a prick that costs people the title?
But remember, that's what I said though. Like Rock will be in Rhodes' corner. You know, he hits Roman with the rock bottom, pulls Cody on him, and he does the rolls out of the ring. And Zero, you look like you're complexed over there, buddy.
I was trying to find the destroyer he did on Priest, and I wasn't able to find it.
Oh, just pull up the Canadian Destroyer then.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like you have it to where you can make everything work. And hopefully, since Triple H is at the helm, I love it. I hope it's gonna work.
So what has changed since Kevin Dunn has left?
I haven't heard anything. Oh, what do you got on it?
Nothing. It's the same programming. It's not like it's bad, but it just shows how the effect that everyone thought Kevin Dunn had over WWE wasn't exactly true.
Where'd we go? Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Kevin Dunn's only been gone for like a week.
Yeah. I think we're going to see this for a while, though. I mean, who else did all these people learn from? They learned from Triple H.
They did. They learned from Regal and Michaels and all the people in OVW. Again, this is one of the greatest times to be a wrestling fan. Like, okay, this is how I look at it. This is a wrestling fan's Christmas time. Because, you know,
it's like Easter, Christmas to Easter for us.
And like, we're wrestling fans. We get excited for this. Like, this is our year.
WrestleMania.
Exactly. And you got all the predictions of who's going in the Hall of Fame. You have.
Has it been confirmed that Wyndham is going in?
No.
Okay, because I keep hearing rumors, and I was like, is it confirmed or not?
If he does go in, I'm okay with it. If he doesn't, I'm okay with it. But while Zero's doing that,
and I'm frozen.
Well, Mr. Gunn.
Yeah.
What do you think about AOP with Karrion Kross?
I don't know. I keep looking it up. I was actually going to make our picture that this week, but
here it comes.
Weird.
All right, so for those wondering what
a Canadian Destroyer is, Petey Williams did it the best.
Yep.
We all know this move. It's that sick flip.
I'm watching this on Facebook. There we go.
Yeah.
I love giving a good driver, if you know what I mean. In golf. Look at that. Oh.
I don't care. I love this.
Oh.
Styles.
Hey, yep.
Is this a...
Petey might be out here, bro.
Whoa. Whoa!
And Petey counters.
Reversal.
Could you
Canadian
imagine
Destroyer!
Whoop!
These two know each other so well.
For those who are just listening to the podcast,
Oh, Brant
Zero
Danielson.
found a compilation for the
Like
Canadian
Petey,
Destroyer.
yeah, Petey Williams has probably the best Canadian destroyer out there.
Zero work. Can you pull up? No, they didn't cut a promo yet. Karrion Kross and AOP.
No, they haven't cut a promo yet, but
Can you pull up a picture? I just want to see Scarlett.
She dyed her hair black.
She looks nice with black hair. Like not even me being like,
is it black?
she
Is it
looks
black or
beautiful.
brown? But I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't tell you if it's black or brown, but I'll tell you this: it did not look like the same person.
No, it didn't.
No,
Did anyone
looks
notice
pretty.
that?
can you put? No, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I'll pull that
But
up.
you know what, though, I think with AOP, I was always a fan of AOP. I just didn't think they brought him in right. Kind of like if the Ascension, you know
Well,
what I
they
mean?
needed Paul Ellery. That was
And-
the thing when they
And
first
for
showed
those
up.
of you who don't know who Paul Ellery is, first off, shame on you. Go to the bathroom, say 30 Hail Dusty Roads, and you'll be forgiven, Daddy. But Paul Ellery was the longtime manager of the Hall of Fame duo of Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors. And
Am I
he
still
was,
on?
yeah, you're still.
Yeah,
Okay,
And
my
Paul
thing
Ellery
just went
was
black.
with was it DOA? If you don't remember who DOA was, they were a tag team in the Attitude Era. So that's
Yeah.
Oh,
Here,
wait a
yeah,
minute.
here
There
you
he
go.
is.
Here,
Am I gone? Am I going?
Yeah,
Can you see me moving?
yeah. You're just kind of like
Yeah. Okay. That's
He's
like
back.
Oh, okay. It
There you
froze for a while there, and I've been watching on
There-
Facebook,
Cody-
which is actually fun. Hi again. Ah,
yeah, Cody. There you go.
Did she have surgery,
don't-
That's what it looks like she did.
or is it the
she
eyes?
looks beautiful either way. She could do
She looks
whatever
fake.
she wants.
No. If you go back to the old Scarlet, like pull up. Okay,
My nose is
that
stuck.
one does not look like Scarlet.
She just because she's not blonde. I don't think
No,
she got
that has
anything
nothing
done.
to do with it. You get these divas that you look
They're
at
called
Charlotte.
divas anymore.
Well, they sure act like it.
I'm being
look at-
politically correct.
Well,
Okay?
you can PC your way off this podcast. We don't got to be politically correct.
Don't put me in the goalie box or whatever the
Wow.
penalty. Don't you dare.
Look at him. He forgot about that too. No, but like
what about
you
the
look
penalty
at
box?
Don't do it.
And he starts
You-
moving again. He's already in the penalty box.
Fucking Bafangul. Oh, okay. Hi. This is something in Italian I know I shouldn't have said, but whatever.
No, but like you look at Charlotte when she first came in, she was very pretty, but now
She's
she's
still
just
pretty.
pretty fake.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Is Andrade coming
Anyway,
back?
Anyway,
I
in
don't
regards to Karrion Kross with AOP, I'm here for it. I honestly think Kross
It gives
needed
Karrion
a new-
something to do.
And you want to
Uh-huh.
know what though? I hate to say this, but when I first saw his promo, I thought it was very Wyatt-esque. But if you look at how Karrion Kross like delivers it, it's very good and it's very within his character and demographic.
Well, the thing about it, here's how it's going to get interesting for one reason.
Why?
Because you have Scarlett with Karrion Kross. All right.
Okay.
You know AOP didn't come back by themselves, right?
Is Scarlett going to be a wrestler at this point, though? Because you
I
got
don't know.
Paul Ellering. You can't really have
That's
two
what I was gonna
managers. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I think he is a phenomenal manager in my opinion.
I think
So-
Oh,
MVP.
yeah.
I think MVP will get back with Bobby Lashley. To be honest with you,
Well, when was Authors of Pain at their best? That was when they had Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering is known to elevate tag teams. What
Yep.
has Scarlett done? She didn't even raise Karrion Kross's stock. Sadly, I'm not dissing Scarlett. I just am wondering how they're going to utilize her.
No comment.
I think.
Shut up.
You want to know what? I think it's a great
I'm obsessed.
version of a faction. You got these new factions coming in. You got AOP, who I think is a fan. And for those of you who don't know who AOP is,
Authors of
they
Pain.
are.
Why
just,
did it close up? Whoa.
That was
I
cool,
wasn't
dude.
looking. That tripped me out. Okay.
Oh,
Hi.
Is that you tripping me out, or is that just the weed?
Well, I've been having computer problems, so I thought something went wrong. I was
No.
looking down at the screen at
I think
comments
that
and stuff.
Unfortunately, they're gonna have to do it right with Carrie and AOP, because if they try to force feed that to us, it's gonna bomb.
yeah.
Kind of like
I-
how like they tried force feeding like the new version of Baron Corbin NXT to everybody. It bombed. Like it was
It
horrible.
was hot at first. I think it was the novelty of him being in NXT. That's why it
Yeah.
was hot at first, but
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Side
you're
note.
wrong.
Side note.
Hmm.
Again, Dolph Ziggler is a New Japan Pro Wrestling gentleman.
Oh, is he?
Matt Riddle.
They just fucked up with that one. Still grinds my
Yeah,
gears
okay.
if But so we got some things to look forward to, and I thought Rumble was this week. It's next weekend, which is even better.
If it wasn't the obvious two choices
Hey,
for the winning
Pony,
of the Royal,
Pony.
Oh.
The Rumble is on the 27th.
I don't know numbers.
That's 3 weeks away.
Okay, so if
Remember,
you guys,
remember, it goes Royal Rumble,
Yes.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes.
you guys are going to Rocky Horror Picture Show,
Yes, we are.
Yes.
lucky.
Gonna do the time warp.
Taking our baby sister for her 19th birthday. That was back in October.
Is it the play or is it live?
It's
mean,
it's the midnight showing version.
Ooh. I went to the play once. That was a lot of fun.
So
It's literally they show the movie and people are running around acting it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say they
Yeah.
probably have the time warp people.
I had
That'll be special.
I had Frankenfurter sit on my lap one time. It was weird.
I gotta find my gold Speedo.
No.
Oh man, if I was gonna be anybody, I'd be Meatloaf.
Back off.
You mean Eddie?
Yeah,
You're not fat enough.
You are.
Exactly.
I'd be Frankfurter then.
You-
See,
you're
you
very
can dress like dress like Eddie. I'll dress like Rocky. It'll be good.
So since we've gone over Rumble, let's do some fun
I
stuff.
have
Let's
one more
kinda-
Rumble question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who do you think, if it wasn't for the obvious two, would be the third choice to win Royal Rumble? Wild
Like a-
card.
Like a dark
Wow.
horse.
Yeah.
Horsed? Like a horse?
Yeah.
Oh, Dark Horse.
Horse.
0.
Dark horse.
I would fuck. Wow, that is a
Sometimes they
very
do
good.
that shit.
I know what? I would have to go
With Bray
LA
Wyatt.
Knight. LA Knight. No, you can't choose Bray Wyatt because playing dead's not a gimmick.
Yeah. Had to
Fuck
do
that
that.
ass right. No, fuck
I
you.
would-
Hold on. I still don't forgive you. Shut up.
I would have
Shut the
to go LA.
Hold
Knight
on.
as well, 'cause
Gotta
we've
get
been-
yelled at.
We've been saying LA Knight was gonna,
I'm not done talking. And if you put me in the don't do it, you son of a-
Yeah.
Pony
Oh
Boys in the
God,
penalty
this
box.
is great. This is awesome. I feel like liberated. Anyway, so Bray Wyatt can't be chosen because he's dead. I thought LA Knight is a good choice too. I think they would go with a classic though, and the classic would be Randy Orton. Give him his fifth win and go into the WrestleMania, beat Stone Cold's record because they're tied for a reason. Someone's gonna break it, and we know Stone Cold ain't competing in no Royal Rumble.
No.
We never thought he was coming back either, but
I think that match was exactly what he wanted, and he is good.
welcome back.
Fuck you.
You
You know the
Now you
shitty
know
part
how it
about that
feels.
button is we don't have that option to put him in the
Yeah.
quiet box.
It pisses me off. Wait a
This is
minute,
what we get for having him be the producer.
This is why I'm the producer, okay? Because
I just muted him. Do you hear him talk at all? This is nuts. This is why he is the producer, so I can do shit like this.
Well, no,
He stands so I can run.
hey Tommy, you
beautiful.
realize I can unmute myself. I can
Yeah,
mute
but
myself.
I found out I could meet you in some ways, so
This
it'll
is
be
a-
abused.
This is a family.
It'll be abused.
This is a family, not a dictatorship.
He said dick.
Tater. No, I like Tommy's process and thinking on that one, like, because then, like, even if Orton doesn't beat Cena's record or Ric Flair's record, he beat Stone Cold's Austin record of how many Rumble wins. I think that would be cool.
Yeah,
and I don't.
they're tied
And
at 4.
I'm willing to bet not a lot of people can make that connection to how many Rumble wins everybody has.
I watch a lot of wrestling.
Isn't Austin only like one of 2 people who have 3 wins?
I think it's 4. I would double check it, but I'm like worried about my computer. Oh wait,
Yeah, we'll double check that. But yeah, I think he's up there. But no, like I think LA Knight would be a good runner-up, or Orton.
All right, so Stone Cold Steve Austin has the most wins with 3: 97, 98, 2001.
And Randy Orton's tied, right?
6 other wrestlers have won the event twice: Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Batista, John Cena, and Randy Orton. So Orton only has 2 wins.
Yeah. But you want to know what, though? I still think that would be
again.
Yeah, well, I think that would be
however, Austin is only one of 3 people to go back to back, which that was Austin winning 97, 98, Hogan winning 90 and 91, and then
Michael Jordan.
And then Michaels winning 95 and 96.
Yeah.
He's like Michael Jordan. He won back to back.
Wasn't Austin the first one to go like post to post with that one?
No, Shawn.
Or that was Shawn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the Rumble. The coveted number 27 spot has the most wins. Who has drawn that number? Who's taking the number 27 spot?
Ooh. LA Knight. The pop would be amazing because everyone would think he's going to win.
So you think he's going to do a double? He's going to do 2 times that night?
No.
It's not like we haven't seen it before, though.
That's true.
The question is, it depends on where it ends. Because would it end on the Fatal 4-Way or the Royal Rumble? Because sometimes they start off the Royal Rumble right away.
Yeah,
get it the fuck out of the way.
So
that's kind of my question with it.
I'm gonna say the number 27 spot goes to. You ready?
Me,
Rhea Ripley.
This is my brutality.
Wait, what?
You've seen it before.
They're talking about doing intergender matches again.
So what? Rhea comes out in the men's rumble to try to prove something.
Okay, so listen. This is what I'm calling. Dom comes out at number 26.
Oh,
and then Rhea comes out at number 27 to save Dom, but they both get eliminated. That's
the breakup.
Yeah, that could be too. But I think I'm calling number 26 will be Dirty Dom and number 27 will be Rhea. And I think Cody will have the number 30 spot, but Punk will be in like the teens.
I think Cody will be number 1 personally.
You think so?
Yeah. They'll make him they'll make the whole big deal about it. They'll be like, oh man, he was number 1 last year, 30 last year, but this year he's number 1. How's he gonna do it? And then CM Punk will win.
Next question. Men's Rumble. It's in Philly. No, not Philly. It's in Tampa.
Real quick question.
Yes.
Do you think R-Truth will return at the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
He's been returning a lot lately.
R-Truth will return at the Royal Rumble.
That kind of leads me into
with the Judgment Day.
He will make his oh no, I can't even say that because he made his 2024 debut at he made his return for 2024 at Raw. Actually,
but he's been returning.
Awesome Truth made their return.
Okay, who do you think? Name one surprise entrance you want to see in the Royal Rumble.
Definitely R-Truth. I want to see him do something. Surprise! Okay, sorry.
Like how they've done like Booker T, Kevin Nash. Yeah.
Sorry, I misheard that. I was
one name.
Big E.
Okada.
Ooh.
Because supposedly they were looking into opening the door. Triple H is interested. And they have like a little deal going with New Japan they stole under from AEW.
Why not? If I would be okay if like you saw like
Big E's a good one though. Big E's a real good choice.
I miss Big E.
And like Zero's
and that thing, you put him in a match where you put him in a spot where whoever's in the ring, can protect him.
But see, I think like something like that would be kind of like how you see like how Edge came back or Daniel Bryan. Like you have like them doing Well, you have them like doing like an interview or whatever, and then they kind of get it just to get their feet wet. I think the Rumble is like a bad spot for it because there's so much going on, and you have to go over. If you land wrong going off that rope, it could be bad.
Here's
But-
the thing. You're right. You have to go over. But let's say someone tosses him. He lands on the apron. And then he just takes a bump. And he lands on his feet.
But see, the outer part of the ring is the hardest part of the ring.
True.
That's it'll just I like it though.
But we don't know how good like Big E is in with his health and everything right now. They've kept that really under wraps.
They have. I think that's partially, and I'm willing to probably point fingers at it's Big E's choosing. My choice for a surprise, since it is in Florida.
St. Pete's. I used to vacation there.
I know what. I'll go as far and say
I went on vacations.
X-Pac or Val Venus.
X-Pac is in no condition to wrestle. He's even come out and said he's in no.
And Val Venus
Really?
is like persona non grata.
Yeah.
With all his little conspiracies and everything he's twittered about, or X, as we should say now.
Dude, he smoked that weed and he's rotted his brain.
Yeah.
So-
Don't smoke, kids.
It is,
But you can catch that smoke if you go over to stripteaseapparel.com. Check out their fine line of clothing, everything from making your own to what they got in the shop. So go over, use our promo code, get 15% off. And you know what? Why don't you tell them that TLC sent you at the same time?
it is, Mr. Producer, you're not doing your job.
Why?
It has come to that hour mark.
I don't know. I figured you guys were. I don't know. The episode's been run about an hour and a half or whatever. So I didn't know how long. I didn't know how long. I didn't know how long you guys wanted to go tonight.
I mean,
Omos will win the Royal Rumble. Let's
I
get
think
in it.
put him in the box. Put him in the fucking box.
Easy there, R-Truth Jr.
I really want R-Truth to make a real good entrance, though.
You know what?
Like-
Put on. Give R-Truth the number 30 slot.
Oh my
I mean,
god!
let's be fair.
And make him be in the final three. Just
the
make it
last time-
ridiculous. Like he just gets. He's in the Judgment Day now, so
Hold on,
they can play
hold on.
shenanigans.
I want R-Truth in there, and I want R-Truth to be the one to eliminate JD McDowell.
Oh my god!
And no,
Yes.
and don't make it like a
Make it an accident.
an accidental.
Yeah, something.
I'm sorry. I love the R-Truth JD McDowell interactions because it's funny as hell.
I think you put.
What if
R-Truth with
Judgment
anybody.
Day like actually turns on JD McDowell and starts working with R-Truth in that match because they realize how weak he is? There's so much possibilities with this. I love it.
And that is our truth. I think a lot of that comes from our truth and
does.
his creative ability to work with everybody. I think one of his biggest problems is not accidentally making somebody break kayfabe.
Do you ever see him live on TikTok?
I follow him on TikTok.
Just as
I love him.
funny. He yesterday was getting the cowboy hat with the mustache, and he would say, "Oh, what would he kept saying?" But every time he got it, he kept repeating this phrase. And I kept trying to tag our podcast and tell him I like to party, but he never read it.
Oh.
If you've seen Hot Rod, you'll know what I mean when I
Yes.
say my name's Tom and I like to party.
So,
I'm the one who parties.
yeah, your card got revoked. So tell me, how many more days till April?
I have no idea. What's the date you're coming in?
April.
It's the 4th, right?
April 3rd.
3rd.
How
We're gonna
many
be there.
days till April 3rd?
Oh,
87 days.
that's a lot of days.
Mhm.
Mr. Zero, what is your surprise entrance? We never
already
asked
told-
you.
I already said Big E.
Oh, yeah. Who didn't go? I feel like someone didn't go.
I said X-Pac, but
Okay.
I
But
mean,
X-Pac's even come out and said he's in no.
you're in Miami. Like, there's a
He
lot
had-
of guys you
so
could
I guess-
probably pull.
I guess with
Get Hulk
X-Pac,
Hogan.
I guess with X-Pac, his biggest issue, I guess his knees just got redone.
Oh, did they?
Something like that, yeah.
Did you know he tore his butthole? Not to get vulgar.
What?
He tore his butthole. He was doing a Bronco Buster in the ring, and there's
Oh.
an exposed turnbuckle, and he didn't realize it till he got back to the, back to the gorilla position, and he was bleeding out. He was close to dying because if you tear your taint, there's
Yeah.
You bleed the fuck out. And like I said, not to be vulgar, but holy shit, like I would
The
retire
more
from
you-
wrestling because of that.
The
Straight
more
up.
you know.
I
So
would be,
what you're telling me is that turnbuckle tore him a new asshole.
yeah, pretty much. It's like a new taint hole at this point because there's got to be nothing left.
God, that reminds me of an old skateboarding video I used to watch where a dude went to like ollie over like a 12-step or whatever.
My
And-
hole.
Yeah, pretty
My
much
holy hole.
his if you've ever skateboarded, I'm sure you've been here before, where your front foot stays on the board, your back foot comes off the
Yeah.
board, plants into the ground, and you kind of just the kid tore his gooch.
You know what's an interesting about this
The
PW?
best part about the video. Somebody call an ambulance. No, don't call an ambulance. They're expensive.
Yeah, no shit. I wouldn't. You know what's an interesting about this 500 list?
Huh.
You know who's 500?
Who?
Andre Chase.
Who?
Who's number? Okay, can you give us the top 10?
Yeah. That'd be a
Top
good
by
way
number
to close out. So coming in at number 10, which is surprises me because I thought he'd be lower on the list, is Cody Rhodes.
Really?
Yeah. Number 9 is Josh Alexander, which, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Orange Cassidy, which, again, I thought he'd be lower in the list, but apparently not.
I enjoy Orange Cassidy's gimmicks.
You look like Orange Cassidy.
I enjoy what he
Yeah.
does for AEW because he is a workhorse over there.
Yeah.
He truly is. And his gimmick is just so ridiculously stupid.
Let me just put my hands in my pocket and just
Kick people.
He's like the Napoleon Dynamite of wrestling.
in a roundabout way he is.
Yeah.
But it's funny, especially when he puts the sunglasses on, they get knocked off or whatever, and he just pulls out another pair.
Yeah.
So
Number
7 is Kuchika Okada, which I didn't think did anything this year, to be honest with you. I guess I haven't been keeping up, but he's always in the top 10 for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising to me. Number 7, I think, is a little high, though. Like I said, the next one is surprising and should be lower on the list. Like, I can't believe he's not, and that's MJF. How in the hell is he number 6? Number 6. He should be in the top 3. He had a phenomenal year. He's been working through injuries. He's been doing everything he can to put over his brand and his industry that he's in right now, which is AEW. But he got removed from the roster list.
Okay, for the record, Tommy, what list are you reading off of so everybody that's listening knows?
Pro Wrestling Illustrated 500 for top 2023.
Okay.
So
In regards
the big
to
one.
In regards to MJF and being removed from the list and everything, like the roster,
I hope he didn't sign with them again. Could you imagine MJF and WWE?
No,
he's
no,
not
Promos
gonna
between him and Rollins.
WWE would bury him. They would not.
I don't.
know how to
And you
use
know,
him.
I don't think MJF would go where Punk is at. I really don't.
Oh, could you
No.
imagine the
I don't think MJF.
but AEW is not doing that good. And I think
Hey,
MJF, the great bidding war of 2024, as he always says.
the reason why I think he's
Money.
off the roster right now is one
Storyline.
no.
Yeah, his shoulders messed up really bad.
If you go back and watch his match with Samoa Joe, he did lose the title to Joe. The devil did turn out to be Adam Cole. So the friendship there is over.
Which one? I'm happy
God
for
damn
Joe.
it.
I'm happy for Joe.
Yeah, he deserves it.
The thing is, if you look at
This
that
one's for
match,
Joe.
if you watch that match, MJF is wearing one of those shoulder compression things, which he's been taking beating after beating. But I think he's off the roster for AEW right now.
For
Mainly
Number
because
six.
mainly because of his contract coming up, but also the fact they had said he's taking time off due to injury. So I think he is legit injured.
Could be.
But why number 6 because of his injuries? He should be lower on the list.
Once we go through
mean
the top
higher?
5,
You mean
once
higher
we go
on the
through
list?
Top 5.
Whatever. Ins and outs and ins. So
Belly buttons.
Whoop. Buttholes. Number 5 is El Hito del Vikingo.
Yes,
That dude's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I got nothing bad to say about him.
He's great.
No.
I think he's awesome.
High flying, really good. I think he's well deserved.
The
Number
lucha
4.
ability he shows is just insane.
Yeah.
especially with the outfit he wears and shit. It's like, man, how do you maneuver like
Did
that?
Tommy say number 4?
He's about to.
Number 4 is well deserved, and I think we can all agree on this one is Gunter.
Yes.
Nope.
He moved up 91 spots from 87 spots from the previous year. Holy shit, he was 91 last year. Why don't you agree with him being number 4?
What have you seen?
Who you whore?
Who do I think? I think MJF should be higher than Gunter.
Yeah, but I don't think he should be number 4.
I don't think Gunter. I think Gunter should be like 7 or 8.
He's had a phenomenal year. He's held
What's he done?
the Intercontinental champ. He's held the Intercontinental Champion the longest reign.
I've held my nuts.
Year.
Listen,
then,
I have 10 titles over here. I've held longer than anybody else because I've
held this United States title for probably close to 2,000 days now, and
Yeah.
I don't brag about it as hard. I mean, I'm better than Logan Paul in every
listen.
way
Listen,
possible.
you want to know what?
except
You want to know?
rich.
You want to know who's better than Gunter?
If I was rich,
Curtis
I'd be
Axel
powerful.
has still not been eliminated yet.
Neither is Sky Tuhati.
Yep, Axelmania. I yelled at him at WrestleMania, and he yelled it at me back. I was like, Axelmania! And he like yelled it back and did the. It was great.
All right, number 3.
Number 3. Hold on, I just skipped off it so I could see your guys' beautiful face. John Moxley, which again I didn't think had a super eventful year, but
No.
I wasn't paying attention.
He's
It's not.
entertaining.
It's not a matter of having an eventful year at this point. Some of the
It's
matches,
wrestling.
the matches he's been a part of, what he's done for AEW. I mean, let's face it.
This
he
is
was-
Meltzer's list too. You
Let's
know.
let's face it. Moxley was supposed to be going on vacation, okay, and then everything
Yeah.
happened in the back with CM Punk. Then I know that was like 2
Bastard.
years ago, but again, shit happened with Punk, and Moxley picks up the slack.
And I
Mo-
love
Mo-
Moxley. I think
Moxley is the guy that if shit hits the fan, he's the one you call.
And you want to know, it's great to see him happy and healthy, and he's
Ghostbusters.
sober. So
Yeah.
it is possible to be happy and healthy once you achieve your sobriety. So
I
good for
guess it's
Moxley.
like a good message and everything like that. I think that spot should have went to MJF.
Yeah, I agree with you.
There's a video I saw of Moxley. It was one of the like after wrestling media scrums or whatever.
Scrummies.
He literally was like, "Nah, I got to come out here and talk to you guys about how I lost or whatever."
What title is this? There's like 15
Yeah,
fucking
what
titles.
he's like, yeah, what title was this for? He's like, there's this title, this title, this title. I don't know what title it was. All I know is titles are big gold things on belts that you get for winning matches, and I didn't fucking win tonight.
There's a video I showed Zero, like R-Truth and Mox are actually really good friends. Going back to R-Truth, he actually hid R-Truth in his pantry.
Why?
So then when
That's
Renee Young came in, she opens the door and there's R-Truth and she's screaming, and you hear John laughing in the background. She goes, "I fucking hate you."
What the hell?
Yeah.
R-Truth just in the.
Yeah.
You know he came up with that too. And he
Yes.
probably said something very craft and funny.
But you want to know, that goes to show you, like, R-Truth is loved by everybody.
Speaking about R-Truth being loved by everybody, guess who's number 2 on the list?
R-Truth?
R-Truth?
Roman Reigns. He moved down from 1 last year. He was number 1 then.
Fuck Roman.
Last year.
Nah, we're not even gonna touch it.
No.
I mean, he should be high on the list. I don't think number 2. He has had a year, whatever.
Sitting on his ass.
Yeah. But number 1, I think, is well deserved. I think we can all
R-Truth.
agree on this. No. Well, yeah, in our hearts.
Yeah.
But number 1 on PWI's top 500 for 2023 is Seth Rollins.
Yes.
Well deserved. What a hell of a year he's had. Everything from getting the heavyweight title to like his work beforehand as like a heel to a face. Like he's still feels like a heel, which is fun.
Hey, speaking
My
of Seth
favorite
Rollins,
promo
he's
this
standing
year.
behind you.
Yeah, exactly. But like
Well,
my favorite promo of the year is when he was eating the buffalo wings while like talking. Do you guys remember that? He was like screaming and all this shit was flying out of his mouth.
I think you look at Seth Rollins and he has made himself into his own WWE 2K whatever creative character.
Mhm.
From his wardrobe to
This
his
is 2K18, by the way.
Oh, is
This,
it?
this stand up my brother got from GameStop because he asked for it is from 2K18.
But see, you look at Rollins and he has made that belt like relevant.
Well,
I think it's better than what Roman has right now, to be honest with you. I think it's the actual top belt in WWE.
And you know what? And those who know me and have followed this podcast know I collect the belts. I said I would never buy the new Big Goldie. Never.
I love the new Big Goldie.
I hate it. I think it's gaudy. I would buy it.
It's a giant gold belt. It's going to be gaudy either way.
Are you telling me my original Big Goldie is gaudy?
Yes, and I love it. It's a big gold belt. Zero, come on. It's a big gold belt. How is it not gaudy in the first place?
To be fair, I don't collect any of the
Be
titles.
fair.
If I did, it would probably be the old school hardcore title. That would
You want
probably
the
Yeah.
ECW, and you know
I'll make you one. Just buy a belt. I'll smash it up good.
But
I would say I'll make my own. If you guys don't remember, I had the one for PCB for the longest time where it had like 9-inch nails hammered through it and everything.
Jesus Christ.
But you want to know what though? Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
look
that
at
was a fun
Rollins,
thing to bring to shows.
You see Rollins, and he has, once again, he has, as Marshawn Lynch put the team on his back and has ran with it.
Well,
He is well deserving of number one spot.
side note, I just thought about this. So you're telling me that it's Rollins, Reigns, and Moxley in the top 3.
Oh, weird. Holy shit.
The Shield does
Wow.
it again.
Wow. That is like fucking amazing.
I
We
would
keep
like
fisting at the wrong time.
I would
Okay,
like
1, 2, 3.
There we go. That
All
is
right.
strange, though. I never realized that. Interesting.
You know what? And for a moment there, for a while, they were all heavyweight champions at the same time.
Yeah. They were
So,
like
I mean,
this year, in
yeah.
fact.
Yeah, last year. Yep.
Christ.
So I mean, good for all 3 of them.
Wow. That blows my mind. Look how far they've come.
Yeah.
From putting Ryback through a table to like being the top 3 wrestlers of 2023.
To the backstabbing with a chair.
That's still one of my favorite. That's still one of my favorite memes I ever made.
Yeah. The one with the like Vietnam explosion. Yeah.
Yeah, like
So-
the Vietnam flashbacks over Reigns getting hit with the chair.
I'm actually, this is gonna be a side note on getting my hands tattooed,
Ooh.
and it's going to, what I want to try to do is do the Dusty Rhodes quote. I have dined with kings and queens, and slept in alleys and eaten beans, but I want to get it on my hand. So like this one will have like I've dined with kings and queens, and then the rest will be on this side.
Oh, that's cool.
But I got to figure out how I'm gonna do it. Some people don't get it, but you want to know, if you truly know me, you know that saying.
You
And
should you should write it in the dream cursive that Cody has on his like.
Yeah, I would want like
Whatever.
very simple, readable cursive, and like when you go like that, you
I
read.
like that. I'm gonna get 0 tattooed on me. Probably on my like right next to my heart. You thought I was gonna say ass.
I did.
I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say nutsack, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, if you
Oh
look,
my god! How come I'm always portrayed as the vulgar one when I'm the most well-reserved man here?
alrighty, folks.
Yeah, we're gonna end it on that.
Mr. Guns, We're gonna close out the first episode of 2024. Closing thoughts, closing statements. What do you want to tell the good people, Bubba?
I want to tell the people thank you for still tuning into us, taking a couple moments out of your day just to listen to us rant, rave, and talk about wrestling. I want to thank the boys, not only for everything they do, but being a part of this. And we hope you have a good time like we have a good time. And I hope you have a good day, a good month, and a good new year.
0.
I've been talking about it for a while, and I think I'm finally just going to pull the trigger on it. The first episode of Mic Drop will be airing this Wednesday.
You got to say drop.
Mic Drop
First episode of Mic Drop dropped.
is dropping this Wednesday.
Oh!
I'm not sure who I'm going to have on it yet. I have a long list. I have to still go through and set up
You
interview
should just
dates.
have me on it, just to rant about nothing.
Well,
Like,
wait, someone
don't
said
even-
it at the gym the other day.
Me ranting about nothing.
You play music, you know wrestling.
Yeah, no,
But-
I could talk. You'll ask me questions and I won't even answer them. I'll just rant about things. Be great.
Some of the people that have reached out to me about being on it, I'm gonna bring back some old faces from inside the indies, like Damian Saint's supposed to be making an appearance. Tommy from SWC, and then another example would be Rick from Ashes to Embers.
Ric Flair?
No,
Ooh.
I can't. I don't know how to pronounce Rick's last name, so I'm not even gonna give it a chance.
Flair.
But yeah, there's a decent list of names I got to go through. But yeah, the show will basically be the culmination between music and wrestling. So
When you
Wednesday
getting a
night,
Stone Cold on?
when we have more viewers than we do now.
Well, I know he watches this podcast. We all know he does.
He does.
Oh yeah.
He does.
So, but no,
And Pony Boy, what you got going?
it's that wonderful time of year with wrestling and Mania, and just keep sticking with us.
You're coming down for WrestleMania.
Tommy is just so excited for that one. That is going to be
I have to
very good.
clean.
I think that trip is not only going to be very insightful business wise and production wise, but we're also going to do a lot of things that are going to get posted on the YouTube channel.
We're going to go to the Capitol building.
We're going to do a lot of fun things.
Oh,
And then
interesting.
like zero posted on the Facebook page. We do have new gear coming. We do have a lot of new things in the works, and just Chatterheads for life.
Hell yeah.
So again, and like I said, it's going to be a fun year. It's fun Mania season, and just stay tuned.
All
So,
right,
Mr. Producer Man,
yes.
take it home.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into this weekly episode of Sunday Shenanigans. I'm your host, Zero, with the Pony Boy and Mr. Tommy Guns. Everyone have a good, safe week. We'll see you there next time.
Let's make sure we end the stream right this time.